Happy Vlogmas Day number 22. This is what I woke up to, and it does make me so happy since we are only 4 days away from Christmas. As I'm filming this, that is. So here's to a white Christmas. Now I have to confess, this is last night's dinner dishes. I did not do what I've been trying to do for quite some time, which is not leave a sink of dirty dishes. Last night, I was so tired when I spoke to my husband, I let him know that I was going to be going to bed about 8 o'clock. That's right, everybody, and that's way ahead of my bedtime. Now, of course, I did put the leftovers away, and I did put all of the dishes in the sink with some water, so at least there's that. I am not here to pretend that I'm perfect and that everything in my life is perfect. I'm sure you guys have figured that out already, since I let you see my house when it was in a disaster shape. And so here's to remind you that it's okay, just do the best that you can. For me and my mental health, I promised myself last night if I didn't clean up after dinner, I had to do it first thing in the morning. So I started the morning off by shoveling the snow, and then as soon as I came in, I went ahead and got the dishes done. Because if not, I would have left them there. They would have been on my brain for the entire day. And so I'm not going to sit here and chit chat the entire time. If you guys like to watch Clean with Me, this is going to be for you. Make sure you let me know. I'm going to play some Christmas music as I go ahead and finish up these few dishes, and I am also going to clean my stove. So let's go ahead and get cleaning.
Snowflakes falling soft as whispers, the world wrapped up in silver shivers. Lanterns glowing, streets are singing. Feel the frostbite turn to fire, hearts are lighting like a choir. Spin me around like a snow globe heart, shake me up, let the magic start. Twinkle lights, we're never apart, this winter wonderland's our art. Footprints dancing, leave a pattern underneath the snowy lantern. Breath like clouds, we're dreaming higher. Feel the frostbite turn to fire, hearts are lighting like a choir. Spin me around like a snow globe heart, shake me up, let the magic start. Twinkle lights, we're never apart, this winter wonderland's our art. The frost kissed the window, pale and thin, a map of places I've never been. The wind hums low, hollow tune, under a sky that hides the moon. Oh, whisper of snow, falling so slow, cover the ache where the cold winds blow. Blanket the silence, cradle the night, whisper of snow, soft and white. A sparrow shivers on the fence's edge, feathers ruffle the living pledge. The earth is quiet, its breath held tight, dreaming of spring through the longest night. Every flake of memory drifting down, soft as a sigh in a sleeping town. The weight of winter, heavy yet light, a paradox veiled in white. Oh, whisper of snow, falling so slow, cover the ache where the cold winds blow. silence, cradle the night, whisper of snow, soft and white. The fire dims, but the embers glow, a fleeting warmth in the world of snow. And though the frost may chill my skin, it's the quiet within that does me in. Snowflakes fall, they twirl, they spin. Cold air bites, it warms within. Lights are glowing, streets alive. Winter's here, we feel the vibe. Step to the left now, slide to the right. Feel the beat, let it ignite. Snowfall, snowfall, dance tonight. Under the stars, the world feels right. Oh, snow, snowfall, hold me tight. Let's keep moving till morning light. Till morning light. Footsteps crunched on icy ground. Music echoes all around. Spinning circles, hearts align. Winter magic, frozen time. Hands in the air, now spin, now sway. Feel the rhythm, don't drift away. Snowfall, snowfall, dance tonight. Under the stars, the world feels right. Oh, snow, snowfall, hold me tight. Let's keep moving till morning light. Snowflakes tumble like a dance in the sky. Candy cane whispers as the world goes by. Your hand in mine feels like fire in the frost. The lights are twinkling, the world feels slow. Hearts beat louder under the mistletoe. Under the mistletoe glow, oh, we shine. Kisses sweeter than the mulled red wine. Hearts wrapped up in a bow. Oh, let it show. Under the mistletoe glow. Oh, 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 let it show. Under the mistletoe glow. Sweaters and laughter by the fireplace heat. Oh, stocking stuck, but your smile's my treat. Every laugh echoes like sleigh bells in the night. The carols playing, the candles low. Eyes meet softly under the mistletoe. Under the mistletoe glow, oh, we shine. Kisses sweeter than the mulled red wine. Hearts wrapped up.
I was today years old when I learned that I could use it on too big of a cup. I forgot this cup was too big. You guys, this is one of my favorite holiday teas from David Teas. Again, not sponsored. This is just something I like. Let me tell you about the Candy Cane Crush, just in case you guys don't know. It says Minty Holiday Classic. I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but there were little chips in there. So this is a black tea with white chocolate, peppermint candy, snowflake candies, And then, of course, it has all kinds of stuff in there that's bad for me. Cane sugar, peppermint, and flavoring. It contains milk and soy if you have allergies. But this is one of my favorites. And so I'm super excited. This is also one of my favorite thrifted mugs. So it says it's the most wonderful time of the year. And I got smart this time as well, you guys. I measured out the water in my cup, and then I put it into the teapot to make sure that it wouldn't overdo. We have already done so much. It's snowing outside. I showed you guys that. I cleaned my stove. My dishwasher is running. But I want to get ready to make chicken broth tomorrow and can chicken broth. So here is my mess of a freezer. And right in the way is some chicken drumsticks that I bought to make chicken broth with. And you can see that I got them for $4.26. And so this is 4 pounds, 4.39, so for $4.26, a great deal. I don't cook a lot of chicken legs, but what I want to do is I'm going to get those out to go ahead and thaw, and then we're going to can up some chicken broth. I still have turkey broth on my shelf, quite a bit of turkey broth, but I don't have much chicken broth at all. My chicken broth is these small jars, there we go, down there. So we're going to do that. Also, in my freezer, in this freezer right here, I have bags of veggies somewhere that are ready for broth. I think they're behind all of these onions. I cleaned my office out yesterday, you guys, because I couldn't get to the small freezer in there. And so I'm going to be able to put all those diced onions where they go. I also, if you watched my grocery haul, bought carrots and celery. And so I'm going to be able to go ahead and cut those up, put those into mason jars with water, and the rest of them are going to go into the chicken broth. So I'll take you guys along for that tomorrow. Right now, I need to go edit the shorts for the daily calendars, and I need to do that. And I also, what else do I need to do? There's all kinds of things to do today. So on my to-do list, if I can get it done and do what I'm supposed to be doing for myself, right? My to-do list. I need to film some budgeting videos for tomorrow. Tomorrow is my 10-minute Monday. I also have my daily game I need to film. And then I need to, or want to, decorate the front living room tree. And I want to bring you guys along for that today. I need to start working on my bedroom tree and try to get that done today as well, because my husband is most likely going to be home tonight. So that's fingers crossed. Let's go ahead and continue on with our day. I said let's get our day started, but I've already done all kinds of things. So my day has been started for quite some time. Oh, that's so yummy. My hand is shaking. Sorry, you guys. You guys, it has been several hours since I talked to you guys. It is 11:37. The first thing that I need to do is I need to put my stove back together. You guys saw that I did clean that. Super happy to get that all cleaned up. So the dishwasher has ran. Just in case you guys didn't know, you can put, if you have racks like this, you can put them into the dishwasher. And that is what I always do. If they've got rubber feet or anything on the bottom, just make sure that they don't fall out. So I need to unload the rest of the dishwasher too. And then we're going to make some lunch. And I thought that I would bring you guys along for my lunch because I've come up with something that sounds pretty dang good for me. So I will get these unloaded and then I'll be right back. All right, I got the dishwasher unloaded and it's lunchtime, you guys, and I'm pretty hungry. Now I'm going to go ahead and make myself a sandwich. You know, I mean, a typical lunch, right? But I decided that I wanted to do something with tomato because when I bought the tomatoes, they look so stinking yummy and delicious that I knew I wanted to do something with tomato. So I am going to go ahead and use tomato and lettuce. I know nothing too exciting there, right? Typical sandwich. But a lot of times I find when I'm making food just for me, I don't take the time. What about you guys? Do you guys take the time? I don't even know if you guys can see my face. So if you can't, I'm sorry, but you can hear me, right? I don't take the time for myself like I take for others. And I think that's one thing that a lot of us do in our lives. I don't care if you're a man, a woman, green, purple, whatever. But I feel like we just do that. And it's something, unless maybe I'm all alone in that aspect, which I don't believe I am. So I just, of course, washed up my lettuce and tomato really quick so that I can cut it and add it to my sandwich when I am ready. And I'm just using the good old grandma's sycamore bread, so some non-healthy white bread. That's right. We're going to add some mayo. I've got Duke's mayo, but it's not actually my favorite. I heard people talking about it, and so it went on sale, so I bought it. It's not my favorite. So we're going to go ahead and do mayo. Do you guys like mayo or Miracle Whip on your sandwich? Question of the day. Or both. We are both in this household. We have Miracle Whip and mayo. I grew up in a Miracle Whip household. I'm not sure what Bridger grew up in. I don't know if they had both or not. I feel like we've had this discussion, but I don't remember. So we're going to go ahead and put some mayo on there. And then you guys, we're going to kind of do an actual, you know, like sub shop type feeling here because we've got some extra veggies. We've got some olives we're going to put on. We have got some banana peppers. We've got red wine vinegar, some salt and pepper. And I usually put mustard on my sandwiches, but I just wasn't feeling it today. So I did take that pepperoni out of the freezer. And so we are going to go ahead and do a pepperoni and salami sandwich. So kind of an Italian type theme sandwich, which is why I wanted the banana peppers and such. And I'm probably not even going to be able to eat this whole sandwich because normally I eat like maybe a half a sandwich, but it's hard to make a half a sandwich when you're making a really good one. So we're going to put, I don't know how many pieces of pepperoni I put on there. 8. And we're going to do 3 pieces of the salami. And then, of course, and we need some toppings, right? So I think lettuce should go next. That's what my brain says, and I probably grabbed out too much lettuce. So lettuce, we're going to slice up some tomato really quick. And then we're going to add some bell peppers on there because that just sounded yummy. And you guys know I just did bell peppers as well. And let's see, let's put the extra piece of bread on my plate so it's out of the way. So bell peppers and tomatoes, and we're going to go ahead and do some red bell peppers. I am going to go ahead and cut these up just a little bit more so that they're a little bit thinner. I don't need as big of a chunk on my sandwich as I would in a fajita. And those fajitas last night, you guys, turned out so dang yummy. So I am glad I kept some of this pepper for fresh eating. So you can see we're just going to put some sliced red peppers on there. We are already crooked. We're going to go ahead and slice up our tomato and do a couple of slices of tomato. So we'll put those on there. Then we've got some olives. We're going to do some olives as well. Again, using what we have. Oh, stay on there, tomato. Stay on there. And the lighting in here seems so dark today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do some olives. I've got this cup slicer from the Pampered Chef, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to go ahead and slice these. You can put them into the base, but I find it just as easy to do it on a cutting board. And so we've got 7 olives. That should be good. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that base and finish cutting them. So this is not an advertisement for Pampered Chef. Yes, I do sell Pampered Chef very, very part-time. But no, this is not an ad. It's just to show you guys that we're going to add some sliced olives on here. We are getting fancy today, you guys. We are getting fancy. Ooh, yeah. I think that was just about the right amount. And then we're going to go ahead and take some pepper rings, some banana pepper rings. Because for me, in Italian, that's just something that goes yummy together. So we're going to have these, and we're going to have some vinegar on there as well, which is going to be delish. Maybe we'll add a little olive oil too, because why the heck not, right? Olive oil is good for us. So let's go ahead and add a little drizzle of olive oil. And this is a brand new vinegar, so let's open it up, and a couple splashes of vinegar. And, woo, woo, that went a little bit quicker than I planned on it. And we need some salt and pepper. Because, yeah. Okay, some pepper and some salt. Perfection. Look at that, you guys. Whoo, I got myself an apple out too because I was going to cut up some apple to eat with this. But I'm really starting to question my need of any apple because this is one heck of a huge sandwich, even though having some crunch might be yummy and delicious. Look at that, you guys. Doesn't that look so, so yummy? Oh, yeah. All right, I am going to cut up some apple for myself. I feel like I should only put half of the sandwich on my plate for right now if it's on my plate, I tend to overeat. And so maybe I will just go ahead and just plan on eating that for dinner. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. We'll see. That just depends on if Mr. Snow Gardener makes it home today or not, I guess, right? So I am going to go ahead and do a few slices of apple. Again, I did not clean this before I cut it. It's my sandwich. It's my apple. And our knife skills, again, we're using the same knife we did last time. So we've got some slices of apple. And normally I would eat chips with a sandwich too, but trying to be a little bit healthier. So this is our lunch today. We didn't need this big of a plate. We'll see how I feel after I eat this half a sandwich. All right, you guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Here we are several hours later. I had to edit the Vlogmas that went up for today, and that is ready to go this evening. So I had to edit that. And then I also had to edit the daily shorts. So I got those all done and scheduled, and that feels really good to get that done. And right now I am in my office and I am working on a new budget kit for 2026. I don't want to ruin any surprises because my members get to know stuff first. But for my members that are waiting on the budget kit, because normally the budget kit is a full month ahead. But because of vacation and because I wanted to change my budget kit and add a big surprise, it has taken me quite a bit longer to get it done. So members, if you're watching, I am working on the budget kit. I am going to work on this probably till about 5 o'clock, and then we're going to cut it off. We're going to say, okay, no more office time. We're going to head out. We're going to decorate Christmas trees. That's right. Top priority is the Christmas tree in the front living room so I can get that box back upstairs. And then we've got to get the peppermint tree decorated before Mr. Snow Gardener comes home because all of the decor is on his side of the bedroom. It is now 5:41, but I am doing a new project and I was in the middle of learning a new process. I've now got it down. I did it a couple times. It's one of those things. So it's time to go get some dinner. So we're going to get some leftovers. I think we're going to go ahead and do a fajita salad. So I'm going to make a dressing. I'm going to teach you guys that really quick. That's it. And then we're going to decorate the tree in the front living room. And I think that's going to be it for today's vlog. Here we are in the kitchen. It is dinner time. I am so excited. So I am going to build my salad really quick. I already chopped everything. Nothing too fancy. So we've got some lettuce, and it seems like I always make my salads too big, or I don't make them big enough as far as lettuce. So that's probably too much. And then we've got some tomato that's going to go in here. And then I also did some olives because we already had olives open up. And so olives that are sliced. And then of course I need some cheese because cheese is everything in my life. So let's go ahead and get some cheese. And then speaking of cheese, here comes the puppies for the cheese tax. So let me go ahead and turn you around so that you guys can see those puppies. I think I need a little bit more cheese on my salad though before they get their cheese tax. All right, let's turn you guys around and show you guys the Yorkies that want some cheese. Okay, you guys sit down. Athena, you got to sit. Okay, good babies. All right, so I'm going to put them over here because if not, I'll step on them. And Athena's getting overly excited about her cheese. And I don't know if you guys knew that trick or not. I don't know if you saw what I just did to Athena. But if your dog gets overly excited like that and they start doing that, I don't know what it is, that awful noise like that, if you cover one of their nostrils, they will stop. Yes, that's what I just did to her. And let me go ahead. I just realized I should be using my peanut brittle tripod here. That has been the go-to. Oh, look at that. You guys can see a little bit better. So we've got that on there. I have went ahead and cut up some chicken, some peppers and onions to add to my salad. Perfection. So it is warm. And then, you guys, I want to show you really quick what I have created. I'm sure I'm not the first person. But we have got the Holy Guacamole Avocado Verde Salsa. So this is not just salsa or guacamole, I mean. And so this is a tomatillo salsa. So it's got avocados and tomatillos. So we're going to go ahead and do 3 tablespoons or spoons full of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and let's do 2 tablespoons of sour cream. And we're going to make ourselves a dressing. And it looks like I am making way too much dressing. So it looks like we're going to be doing a salad for tomorrow. And then to taste it, to see if I like how much is in there of each, I go ahead and use a chip. That is perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and drizzle this onto my salad. And then we're going to add some jalapeno candy that I canned. Even though, now that I'm putting this on here, maybe I didn't make too much salad dressing. I like a lot. And is that really a dressing? Probably not, but we've got our candied jalapenos here. So we're going to go ahead and add a good bunch of those on there. I love these, you guys. They are so tasty. They're one of my favorites. And then last but not least, we need to add some chips. And I do like to go ahead and grab a handful and just smash them on top. So this is my dinner for tonight. So surprise, surprise, I am doing this much later than I wanted to be. But I got some snuggles in with the puppies. Now, I am going to be putting this on top of the tree. We have had this for a couple years. My hubby bought it for me, but I've never put it up. He has always put it up. So one thing I am going to have to figure out is how to change the plug systems, because I have this tree on a remote. Let me show you guys that really quick. You guys have probably seen them before, but so super easy. And I believe this is on number 2, so all I have to do is click 2, off, then click it back on. That's where I've got all of my trees, all my Christmas decoration on. The best money. I got them on Amazon. One remote is 3 plugs, so I do one for each room usually. And I think I got 4 or 5 of these, and like I said, worth every penny. But I think I'm going to have to use an extension cord or something. And like I said, I have never actually put this up before. It has always been Bridger who has put it up. Why does it look like it's never been opened before? I'm so confused. The zip ties are still on it. We've had it up. What has my husband done every year? How are they not unzip tied? I don't want to mess it up. Help! So, I'm like, I am so confused right now. So confused. I don't understand how it works. Is there directions? I need directions. And I don't understand. I don't understand how this works. I don't. Wow. I am going to have to call my husband. I'm assuming that you just put this down the base and then you go ahead and put, not around the base, around the top of the tree. And then you use these Velcro strips to make sure it stays up on the top of the tree. But I don't understand why these cords are still zip tied. I don't know, maybe he just wound them back up and zip tied them when he put them away. Maybe he's smarter than the average bear. What do you guys think? I'm gonna call him. I am not smarter than the average bear. So I believe our tree is too tall for this to work on. It is so cute and we've had it on here forever, but I just can't get it to secure the way it needs to, and I don't want it to break. So I think I'm going to have to put it onto a different tree because it just is not happy on this tree. So what happens is it moves and then all of a sudden the star starts moving. Okay, so I talked to my husband and I am not smarter than the average bear. And so this tree is too tall. I tried to make it work, but it will not work. Like I even got like a box to try to make it even. But ideally what should happen is, as I tip over on there, this piece right here should be at the top of the tree. and there is no way. Like, that is as low as this tree goes. And so I don't want it to break our tree topper. So we're going to have to put this one onto a different tree, and I'll have to figure out something different for the front window. Here is our sentimental tree. I have no doubt that I'll find a few more ornaments to put on it, but we have got the kids' ornaments. We've got ornaments that have been given to us. Like, for example, look at this one right here. So Julia is 23 now, so those ones mean the most to me. And all of our travel ornaments. I also added the snowflake ornaments on here this year. So I've been collecting those for several years. I still need to find a tree topper. There was not a tree topper in the tote I was working out of. Don't worry, I've got one. I've just got to find it. I also have to decide if we're going to put the train up this year. If we're going to put the train up, then I'll go ahead and do a tree collar. If not, I might do a tree skirt. I also unboxed all of Bridger's hippo ornaments so far. So we've got 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, and 16. And if you're not familiar with what these do, and Bridger will have them all play. So we're going to do a hippo tree for him, and that is what I'm going to put the airplane on top of. I'm hopeful that this hippo tree is big enough for the airplane, though. That's my only worry, because the hippo tree is usually pretty small. Also, somebody asked to see my mom's newest ornament, her keepsake ornament, her memory ornament. I unboxed all of them right here. Here is the new ornament from this year, 2025. This does rotate around. I don't know what it's made out of, you guys. It doesn't feel the same as the rest of these ornaments right here. And if you're not familiar, I lost my mom in 2020. And so I have got one of these ornaments for her from Hallmark every year since she passed away. So 21. And this one I think was on the ribbon. They're all different. It's like, where is it? That was the 2021. So that was a 2020, 21, 22, 23. This was 24. I also had a few of her bells in that tote. And so this is the brand new one this year. And depending on what I do for my mom's tree, some of her bells will probably go on this tree too. But we'll have to see. So I'm happy to have that one done, besides the topper and such. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off today. So as always, until I see you guys next time, which will be tomorrow, remember to keep on smiling. Thanks, everybody.